Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to try something a little different. Recently, I've been showing you scenarios that I previously made, or just kind of going over the step-by-step process of how you would potentially make it. Today, I am going to create one from scratch. It's going to be pretty simple. It's pretty much a type form to a waitlist. It's a waitlist for the community that I said I'd be making sometime next month. What I'm going to do is just create the automation that'll connect that type form into a Google spreadsheet. It'll be very simple. I'll walk you through how I create a type form from scratch and then make that specific scenario on make.com and connect that to a Google spreadsheet. It's going to be pretty quick, but I hope it'll be valuable to you because I feel like I haven't really done much of the on-screen do it as we go type of thing. So this way I can at least kind of see what my thought is, what my thought process is when I kind of make all of these systems. And the first thing I do is I usually just kind of put down a little note as to what I want to get done. So in this case, it's going to be a type form. The reason I'm going to use it is because Typeform lets you customize its design in a way that makes it look a little more professional. And what I'm going to ask for is first name, last name, and email address. And then I'm going to ask for a suggestion for a potential automation. This is basically for you guys who are watching right now and for anybody who would want to join the waitlist. This is me just reaching out to see if there's any ideas that you might have for a system that you would like to see me make. I will definitely try to have a video made with that. And then finally, I'm just going to ask if you want to subscribe to a newsletter, which I will personally write probably once a week or once every 2 weeks. Kind of like a journal, but pretty much. I have recently come across a interesting application. It's called Obsidian, and it's pretty much a note-taking app, and it's been fascinating me quite a bit, and I really want to make use of it and kind of take some notes down of things that I read or come across, and then kind of put that into writing in the form of a journal because I really want to be able to do better with regards to the way I write and the way I express myself. So that's just a little thing that I want to try and do, just personal development, and maybe I might make a video on that later down the line. But for the moment, let's not get carried away. All right. So first off, we'll have to make the form on Typeform. I'm going to create a form, and what I'm going to do is I am going to create this from scratch. And the very first thing I'm going to get is contact information. I will not need a phone number, and I will not need a company. Just first name, last name, and email. To begin, please provide your contact details. We'll let you know the will be open. The community will be open. And of course, I'm going to make all three of these required. That'll be pretty simple. And in terms of design, I'm just going to stick to my brand theme. And next, I will ask for potential automation you'd like to see created. A. And I will make it required. That should be pretty good. This way, before you join, you'll still be able to contribute to probably seeing an idea that you might have come to life. Basically, pretty simple. And the last one is a yes or no question. And yeah, I'm gonna have that. And of course, you can choose no. I'm not gonna force you into this newsletter. That would be stupid. All right. That's pretty much it. It's gonna be a yes or no question. Would you be open to registering to a newsletter? And is there a make.com automation you have in mind that you would like to see a video made about? I think that's pretty straightforward. So next, we're going to connect this through make.com to a Google Sheet. Firstly, let's go ahead and make that Google Sheet. I already have a folder ready for all community-related activities. So I'm just going to do a quick Google Sheet, create a shared folder. Yes. So this is going to be waitlist for community. And date created. First name, last name, email. First name, last name, email. Make automation request. And would you be open to registering to a personal newsletter? So wants newsletter. We'll just leave it as that. Pretty simple. They created first name, last name, email, make automation request, and wants newsletter. All right. So we're going to connect these two using a make.com scenario. The first thing we will need is a Typeform to watch responses. I will create this as my Typeform web events. Waitlist type form, and it's going to connect to my Kaizhen Typeform, and I have not saved this, so it's still new Typeform. We will publish this. I won't need it just yet. Renew this Typeform as waitlist. Community waitlist. Alright. So now you refresh this community waitlist. There we go. Enabled, sure. And it's connected and good. Next we do a sleep module for 2 seconds, just to make sure it doesn't have any issues. And then list responses, so that it's going to give us the most recent response from our community waitlist, and we're going to limit it to 1. Grand total of 1. So when this goes off, this is going to initiate the action. and this is going to capture that information. And we are probably going to need to do this one time to be able to map all of the information from here. So I'm going to go and share this, copy, and go to and create a Typeform. And I'm going to do Damian Kao at KaizenAI.com. Is there a make.com automation you might have in mind? A spoiler for the next video, probably. Cold email lead. Cold email and lead generation. And would you be open to registering? Of course, I'd love to hear myself. And thanks for completing it. Let's save this scenario, run it, and run. Now this sucks, because what this means is I now need to run this module. And I got my lovely mappable answers. Unlink this so that I can use this for the moment. This is once we have everything operational. The next thing we are going to look for is Google Sheets. And what we're going to do is add a row. And we've already created our Google Sheet. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose the sheet that I have made. So Kaizhen make automations, community related, and the waitlist for community. So the sheet name is going to be sheet 1. The date created is going to be submitted at date. The first name is going to be this one over here, that's last name. This is our email address. The make automation request is this, and wants a newsletter is this. There we go. So we have that ready as well. And let's go ahead and run this. Bingo. This is going to give us the date and the time. This time is, I still wonder what this date and time, why it's going off for tomorrow in the morning. I'm going to have to check as to why that happens. But in any case, this should be it. So right now, any submissions that come through Typeform will get put in here. As simple as that. It's a very simple automation. And we'll just go ahead and connect this right now. Auto align, quell the OCD, and we are good to go. This is going to be waitlist, unity waitlist type form to Google Sheets, and save. And we have the automation set up for that. Community waitlist. What else can I add to this? Because right now, this is going to capture all of the information. But I would like it to also do something else, which is, of course, make things a little more professional. Set variable. variable name, email html. Let me actually go back a second, because I don't want to mess up the format for this. A hiring system. And I want to pull it from here. So that's a copy. And so that's going to be the first name that they provide us. Thank you so much for joining the wait list. Damian. All right. But I think I really want to do something else with this, because I do mention that the first 100 members of this community will have access to it free of charge indefinitely. We're excited to have you as a part of our community. I will be creating this community on school.com, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. The first 100 members of this community will have access to it free of charge indefinitely. All right. I feel like I might be able to do this a little while. Wait, what are you doing? Did I press it twice? Maybe I pressed this. Well, in any case. Anyways. So, the next thing I think I want to try and do here is have the automation also keep track of the number of people that come in here. So, in order to do that, the one thing I can check is if I run this module, total number, bundle order position. So bundle order position. Let me see. I have not really used this before, so I want to try and test this out a little bit. So I'm gonna try it again. So Damian Kao, same email address, of course. And then this time I'm just gonna leave it blank. And no, I do not want to submit myself to another email address. So run this module only, and yeah, it does not do that. But what it does do is, yeah, it goes ahead and does this. So, but there is one thing that we might need to figure out over here. So I'm going to try unlinking this, a little bit of a troubleshoot. So run once. Then, yeah, sure, it's not really sending an email, but what I'm trying to get at here is row number 5. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be perfect. So we have the row number in which this is put in. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a router. Sure. And this is going to be could you select it anytime today? All right. So what this router is going to do is we're going to set up a filter, and this is going to be labeled first 100. And based on the row number, if that is less than 102. Oh wait, there should be a less than equal to. Is there less than or equal to 101? And this one is going to be when this is greater than or equal to 102. And that's going to be post 100. And we're going to have two separate sets of emails depending on the row number. So of course I'm going to have to delete all of this when why is there two of them again? Did I try it twice? Oh yes, I tried it twice. Of course I did. I did try it twice. Just to be sure. Because I don't want this. Well, that works. That definitely works. For sanity check's sake, I am going to do something right now. And that is... No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to overcomplicate things here. Rename this to email for first 100. And this is going to be email for 100 plus. And that's going to just be based off of the row name. The only way... It's a good thing that Typeform checks the email address that gets put in to make sure that it's valid. You might be wondering, what if we have the same email address? And for that, I think we have a safety check that we can do. So we're going to... Am I looking for search row? And community waitlist, sheet 1, and we're going to say email is equal to just trying to see if there's another way we can get this done that might be a little more efficient. Alright, so right now this is going to give me an output of true, 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 false. And it did it huh? Wait a second. So it went and did it 5 times because there were 5 bundles from here. Alright, no, that's not right. So we've got a Typeform that we pull out, and that's going to search for this just to make sure it's true. Maximum number of returned rows is 1. Try again. And it says true. Let me go ahead and delete all of these, the most recent ones. And if you try running it now, it should say well, sure. If I were to delete the email addresses from here, or just delete everything rather. Now it's going to give me an output bundle of 0. But now that I've already sent one through, it has to give me a value of let me try this. I'm just gonna do some crazy stuff in here. And then, if I did this, it's going to give me a bundle of 0 because it does not see it anywhere. But now that it sees it, it's going to show me that specific email. So what I'm going to do from here is take a filter and set it up so that this value that comes in, that it shows email, should equal to 0. So right now this would block it, and if we were to remove these and leave the other squigglies, this should do a total bundle. Alright, let me fix this. Total number of bundles should be equal to 0. Sorry, that should fix it. So right now the total number of bundles was 0, so it filled it. And now that should make sure spam emails, like multiple emails, don't come through. So I'm just going to put check for duplicate emails. And that should prevent any new emails from coming through. So now what this is going to do is this is going to get the information, sleep a bit, get the exact response. It's going to pull the most recent response, check for duplicate emails from our registry. If the email is already on here, then it's just going to stop. This filter is just going to cancel it. If the email is not on there, then it's going to proceed to add the contact, which is add contact to sheet. And now we're going to split this. So thank you so much for joining the waitlist. Excited to be a part of the community. I will be creating this community, the first 100 members. And you are one of them. Glad to have you on. So, unfortunately, you are a little late. But no worries. We will still send you an invite when time comes. Didn't make it to the first 100, but no worries, we will still send you an invite when the time comes. You're on board. I might fix that email up eventually, but for the moment I think this is good enough. Now we are going to send an email. And yes, folders, sent email should be good. Going to pull this from here. The subject on up there is going to be thank you for joining the waitlist. Congratulations. I'm just going to make it very subtle. And that should do for that. And this is going to be the send email for the same mode, but instead it's going to be using this email. So that's the name. Thank you for joining the waitlist. I hope the community will be value to you, and I believe that everyone will love to have you on board. Unfortunately, you were a little late and did not make it to the first 100, but no worries, we will still send you an invite when the time comes. So now we're going to have to limit test this. And the only way I can think of limit testing this is... Right now this shouldn't send an email because I have my email address on here, so let me go ahead and delete that. Save and run. That should take it and go ahead to proceed and send me an email address. Did it do it? Sure. I'm going to go ahead and open up my email. And thank you for joining the waitlist. This is from me to me, so that's why there's two of them. Thank you so much for joining the waitlist, the first 100 members, and you are one of them. I hope the community will value to you, and I believe that everyone would love to have you on board. Simple. Maybe I should get rid of the congratulations. I feel that's a little spammy. But, I think that's fine too. And then of course, if somebody goes and tries to put in their same email address again, it's just going to get cancelled. Nothing's going to come through. The next thing I want to try is the second scenario, which is if you're above 100. In that case, what's going to happen is, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we're a little late and didn't make it to the first 100, but no worries, we will send you an invite when the time comes. And there we have it. We have a waitlist that is ready. we have an automation that is fired up and ready to go as well. We'll just reset this, and there we go. So now we have a simple waitlist Google Sheet and qualifying email. And that's it. That's pretty much the entire automation in its entirety. Let me just get out of this screen for a second. All right. So yeah, that's about it. So that's pretty much the automation in its entirety. So what we did was we created a type form that would be filled by our applicant, by whoever is willing to join the waitlist. Come on, man. Whoever's joining the waitlist. And depending on how many are in that waitlist, there's going to be a special offer where they are able to join the community for free for the rest of their lives, pretty much. And we also put in some fail safes in case multiple email addresses come through of the same kind, just to avoid having that sheet get cluttered with the identical email addresses by any chance, for any reason. Right? So it keeps that safe and it keeps it in check, so we won't have any duplicate emails trying to get into the community. It's very simple, a very simple automation, and I hope you were able to follow what I did throughout step by step. Let me know if this is the type of video that you'd be more interested in seeing from me, and I'll definitely make a point to try and make more of these types of videos in the future. If you have any suggestions for make automations, you can leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.